everyone, today's video I'm really excited about. You may or may not be able to tell, I'm actually just getting over a cold. I've been sick the past few days and I'm still a little sick, which is why I decided to do this video right now instead of doing it on a different day, because today, as you can tell from the title, is a get ready with me using products I don't like. So I've seen this like sporadically around YouTube. I've been sick for 4 days. I started getting sick on Thursday. I had to go on the boat on Friday, and then I stayed in bed all day. I had to work yesterday, and then I was in bed all day, and then I've been in bed all day today, and it's what time is it? It's like 5 o'clock now. So I've had a lot of YouTube time just because I'm sick, and I was like, I've got to get over this because I have a huge meeting on Friday. But that's besides the point. So I wanted to make this video because I have seen it around YouTube, but the first person that I actually watched was someone named Raw Beauty Kristen. She's got like 170,000 subscribers. I really like her. I just recently discovered her on YouTube, and I think she's hilarious. I think she gives a lot of good information. I really enjoy her videos. So I saw her do this, and I thought it was great. So I wanted to do it. I was inspired by her. I don't think she made up the idea. I think, like I said, it's been going around YouTube. She's just the first one I watched. So I wanted to preface this by saying, I promise you, I am going to apply all of this makeup to the best of my abilities. I'm not going to like try to make it look bad because that's just pointless. And obviously, as we all know, I have a lot of makeup, like most people here on YouTube and even not on YouTube, just in life now. I feel like having a big makeup collection is kind of becoming more normal. And because of that, there are things that I decided, oh, I don't really like it, and I put it away, and I maybe have only tried it a few times. So maybe I'll prove myself wrong, and I'll actually like some of these items. But let's go ahead and just get into it. So I have one of everything. I think I might have forgotten something. So I'm going to start with this primer, and it's the Mica Beauty Eye Primer. And it's just a nude eye primer. I'll probably actually just use my finger. And there's nothing wrong with it as far as like on the actual application. It's a little bit sticky, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. But I find that my shadows actually crease with this, and that is not really a problem I normally have. So I'm gonna try to look at the camera, but I'm also using like my screen. I like to put it in there as a mirror for as much as I can, so then y'all can like actually see what I'm doing. You know, so if y'all hate that, I'm sorry. So there you go. I mean, it does do a nice like blanking canvas thing. It just makes my eyeshadows crease, and it's like a $40 primer or something crazy. So yeah. Then if you watch, I don't even know what this is. Where did this come from? Throw that in trash. If you watch my channel, you won't be surprised by the eyeshadow palette I've chosen. It's the Lorac Pro. I don't like this palette. I have the Pro 1 and Pro 2 and the Mega Pro 2. Now, I love the Pirates of the Caribbean palette, but this one I just don't like. Oh my goodness. One of my shades chipped. I just found that out. I just feel like I'm not inspired by it, and also I feel like it just becomes muddy. But I haven't used it in a while. Maybe my eyeshadow technique has gotten better. So I'm going to use the Borghese tapered blending brush. What are we going to do today, guys? Let's just go into the shade Taupe, because that's not really choosing to do anything yet. And I'm going to put this in my crease as kind of like a, I don't know, like a transition shade. That's the word I'm looking for. I mean, they do blend really nicely. Like, you can't fault them for that, although it does kind of like blend farther than I want it to. Like, I don't necessarily want it in my brow bone, but that's where it is right now. Do you see how high up it goes? I don't know. I just don't like it. I feel like I'm being really negative. I'm sorry. It's not very nice. So this is just how I always apply my makeup every single day. You see how it blends? It does blend nicely, but it kind of goes a little farther out than I would like, but that's okay. Then we're going to go into a crease shade. I always work my way down. I've also had someone ask this before. I always do my eyes and then my face because eye makeup's my favorite. And sometimes like you'll get fallout and stuff, and then if you do your eyes first, you just don't have to worry about it. So, what are we going to put in the crease? Like, that's my problem. Like, I just look at this and it's so boring. I'm just not excited by it. Let's try mauve. We'll do like we're going to do champagne, deep purple, mauve. We're going to do like a purpley, pinky look. That's what we're going to go for. You can also see, obviously, as people say all the time, there is I just barely dip my brush in mauve. I'm not, again, like, I don't understand. I've watched a lot of these ABH subculture reviews. I don't have that palette. Oh my goodness. Y'all, do you want to know how little I've used this palette? I'm just taking off the mirror thing now. I'm on a no buy, so I didn't buy that palette. But, like, I feel like people are just, like, some people I really trust. And I feel like, okay, you know, they didn't like it. Some people did. But some people, it really did seem like, I was like, what are you doing? Like, would you do that with any other palette? I don't know. They just seem to be a little extreme to me. And people just want drama. That's, like, our whole issue. You see how I have 2 shades in there, and it just kind of blends into one. To me. Like, that's why I don't really like this, because I'm going to put a bunch of different shades on the lids. But I feel like whenever I do, it just gets muddy. And maybe, I mean, I'll be the first to admit, I am not a makeup artist, y'all. I'm just going back and forth and blending. I'm a scientist. I'm not a makeup artist. So, you know, that's just the thing. But I don't have that problem with a lot of other things. I'm going to take, where's my cute little brush? I don't even know. I'm getting hot, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't fix my hair, obviously. This is by My Beauty Spot. These are these like little dinky brushes my grandmother got me. They were like $10 for like a set of 6 or something. But I really like this little brush. Like, it's a great crease brush. I'm going to go into Sable to get like, not a cut crease, but kind of define that crease a little bit more. Because you see, we don't have very much definition. And I do have really small eyes, I'll be the first to admit that. So, you know, maybe that's my problem. Maybe my eyes are just, okay. You can't really even see that. Okay, I'm going to go into Espresso. Because I don't feel like that really showed up at all. So Espresso is much darker. There we go. That's what I wanted. Again, it looks like I'm doing a cut crease. I'm really not. And again, it's like, what are you doing all the way up there? That's not where I put you. That's not where I was blending you out. That's where you are now. I know that this is a lot of people's favorite palette, and I'm super duper excited for you if this works for you. But for me, it's just not. Alright, there we go. That's some pigmentation. It is really pigmented, y'all. You can't knock it for that. I just don't like the way it blends. Like, it blends nicely, but it blends farther than I would like it to, if that makes sense. So, we're just blending. You see how patchy it looks over here? I'm gonna go back in. And my skin is maybe slightly drier than normal, because again, I am sick. But I've been drinking like a crap ton of water. It's a scientific, what do you call it? Measurement. I'm going to take this brush. This is my crown brush. It's like this double-ended brush. I'm going to go back into that taupe shade and put it under my lower lash line. Because I've been really into putting stuff down there. Recently. I don't know why, I just like the way it looks. This taupe shade doesn't have near as much kick up for me. I don't know. For whatever reason. But you can see, like if you look at mauve, you can see that it's already been used in Espresso. And I'm going to be honest, I haven't used this palette that much because I don't really like it. If y'all like this video, I could probably do more of them because I have a lot of makeup I don't like, and I don't declutter. I know a lot of people do, and I'm about it for you. I just don't do it. This is the Nicka K angled brush. I'm gonna go into deep purple. You'll see that? It's not a kick up. That's okay though. I mean, it does mean you're just gonna have a lot of fallout. And you see this deep purple looks black. Like, it doesn't look purple on the eyes. I wish it did. I don't declutter my collection. And I've said that many times, but maybe you're brand new here. Hello, I'm Becky. Hippo and Kanga are sleeping right now, but they're my dogs. I don't like the way this looks at all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I just don't like, I didn't put any eyeshadow all the way over here and it's out there. I don't know why. And it doesn't at all, I'm gonna get y'all so close. It doesn't look purple, it looks black. And I don't like that, it agitates me. I hate when something looks one way in the pan, because that looks purple, it looks like a deep purple, hello, hence the name. But I get agitated when things look one way in the pan and they look different on the eyes. I'm sorry, I know that I get a little bit angsty. But I don't declutter because I get more enjoyment out of actually using up shadows, even if it's, or makeup in general, even if it's something I don't like. That's why I project pan. In case you're new here again, I have a whole project pan playlist. I'll link it below. I really enjoy project panning. Alright. I'm really trying to blend this and not go too out. Like, they're extremely pigmented, don't get me wrong. That is not an issue. And really today, my fallout's not that bad at all. Y'all can barely see anything, but I just don't know why I have eyeshadow all the way over here. Well, that's not where I put it. Okay, we're done with that part. And then I'm going to use one of the Urban Decay brushes that comes with the palette. I'm going to use this flat shader brush. I'm going to go into the shade Champagne. I'm going to put it on the lid. This is a very pretty shade. It's very pigmented and very pretty. And it kind of, it kind of makes up for how bad everything else looks. But don't go all the way over there, no. I'm gonna have to put some more of that deep purple. Like, do you see how far out that went? I didn't put it all the way out there. I promise I didn't. So I'm gonna put a teeny bit more of deep purple on that same Urban Decay brush. And just kind of bring it in. Kind of blend those two shades together. Cause it doesn't necessarily blend as much as it just like covers itself up. That's what we have today. I want to get this a little more blended. I really don't want y'all to think I'm not trying. I don't like it. And I feel like it looks like I used like 2 shadows on my eyes. And y'all saw how much I put on. It was more than 2 shadows. I'm going to take this little concealer brush by Vasanti. I'm going to go into this white shade and put it up in my brow bone. I do like this white brow bone highlight. I think it's really pretty. And it's good for my skin tone. I can definitely see that if you had a deeper skin tone, it would be a little bit extreme. But for me and my skin tone, which is relatively fair, I'm a little tanner right now because I was just on the boat, like I said on Friday. And then what I also like to do is I guess I'll take this cream shade, and I kind of take the same brush, and I put it out here to kind of clean up these edges. Do you see what I'm saying? I really like doing that. It's something I recently discovered. Although, it's not necessarily working too well today. But there you go. See, now I just have crap out here. I just don't, I'm not overly pleased with this look. And I mean, obviously, like I said, I would say I probably used this palette, let's say 3 or 4 other times besides today. And it's just, that's my general consensus. You know, like sometimes, whoa, where did you come from? Glitter. I'm going to have to rip that off again. Sorry. I'm very professional. I glitter all over my cheeks now. Like all down there. All over there. That must be from that champagne shade, obviously. But, like, it's not like shimmer. I mean, it's straight up, like, glitter. Alright. Like I said, I've used this palette. Sorry. I hate watching YouTube and people be finished, like, messing with their camera the whole time. I hate it. Alright. That's what we have so far. I'm going to take this Urban Decay Electric palette, this little smudger brush. I'm going to go into the shade Nude and put it in my inner corner. That's a nice inner corner highlight. Again, it's a little, it's not necessarily going exactly where I'm placing it. That one looks better. Alright, hold on, I gotta press this button. Cool. So that's what we have so far for my eyes. And I'm gonna put a little bit of something under. I don't know what color. We don't have any pops of color here. This is a neutral palette. I get that. I'm going to go with Garnet, which might look terrible under the eye. It might even look really sick. But you know what? I am sick, so there we go. This is an Alexi Beauty brush. I find that it's really good because I can get like really close to the lash line and then also bring it a little lower. That doesn't look bad. That's pretty under there, actually. I have a lot of like black, I guess it's probably that deep purple shade under. So that's what we have so far. Not my favorite, but we're going to work with it. Not my favorite palette. I really just don't enjoy using it, honestly. So we're going to use a primer. I use 2 primers on my face. The first one is like a silicone primer. I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This is a lot of people's favorite. And to me, I just don't enjoy it. I really like the Benefit Professional or the Makeup Forever Step 1 Smoothing Primer. Look, I have like a pea-size amount. Not even really. And I just put it right here on my nose and up here. But I swear it feels like I have a mask on. And it's super like suffocating to me. So I don't like that. And then I like to use like a more radiant or moisturizing or luminous or something kind of primer. I'm going to use this Borghese Spledore Brightening Makeup. This is one of those like liquid things that people always like, oh, you can use it in like under your foundation. It's super liquidy. Let me just like, I'm not even squeezing, guys. Okay, so I have 2 drops. I'm going to look like a disco ball. Like, it is so extreme to me. It doesn't look pretty or like slightly luminous. It's just like, hey girl, I just worked out for like 4 hours. I don't think that's pretty. I don't think it's pretty. Now, obviously, I'm going to put foundation over it. And the foundation today it might work with because it's real thick. So, that's that. Let's do my brows. I've done a full review of this guy. This is the H&M Eye Brow Fix. Just a little wand. Yo, this is straight up orange. Do y'all see that? And if you can use it with like other things. I like to just use one eyebrow product. If I'm using like the Benefit Gimme Brow, or I really love the NYX Tinted Brow Gel, I'll just use that. Because I have decent brows, I like to think. Oh gosh. And you see how I just got that all the way under there? It's orange, first and foremost. And then y'all, it's straight up crispy. Like, not like, oh, I feel like I have hold. Like, no, my eyebrows legitimately feel uncomfortable when it dries down. Do not like this. I haven't used one of these in a while. I used one of these ups before, and it's the BH Cosmetics Liquid Eyeliner. It's a felt tip pen. I'm going to use a mirror. Alright, now I'm going to try to do a wing. Now, I'm not the best at doing wings. I'll be the first to admit that. Oh, no. My other eyeliner fell down. But when I used this before, I just felt like it skipped. I mean, it is pretty black, y'all. It's a little bit shiny. That doesn't look that bad, actually. That wasn't bad at all. Okay, I'm gonna go with this eye. That eye's not as pretty. This one looks good though. I remember it picking up on itself, but it did not today. Oh gosh, I lost the lid. Oh gosh, oh here it is. I actually really liked the way that looked. I'm sorry, I'm gonna take that back. This one did perform nicely. Maybe the one I was using was just dried out. I don't know. Y'all, this is a long video, I'm sorry. Next I'm gonna use this Marcelle waterproof eyeliner in Mulberry to put in my lower lash line. It just doesn't show. Okay, it is showing up a little. It like barely shows up at all. And it comes right out of the waterline. Come on. I don't know. It's too hard to work with for not enough pigmentation. And these are expensive. Like a full size of that's like $20. Sorry, Kanga. I just threw my mascara at Kanga. Hold on, y'all. Let me grab it. Sorry, little one. My mascara. Benefit They're Real. I like the way this makes my lashes look. Got this really spiky one. I'm just now opening the sample. It makes my lashes look nice. It hurts right now. It's so pokey. And I've used other rubber bristle wands. But like I can feel it and it pokes and it hurts. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't want to be in pain while I'm applying my mascara. And otherwise, if I don't make it pokey, then I don't get the root, or near the bottom, if that makes sense. I don't know what it is about this wand. It also gives me a lot of length. I mean, it does give my lashes a nice look. I realize I have on wing liner, so you might not be able to tell that much. It gives it a nice look, but they're really long and skinny. And I personally just like a more voluminous look. And so I don't like the way this applies. Alright. That's my eyes done. I'll give this like a C. Foundation. Rimmel Stay Matte. This is an 01 Ivory Light, which is going to be too light for me. Do y'all see how thick this is? It's too thick. It's too thick and nasty. So like I said, this is going to be way too light for me. I know that. But it's just so thick and gross. And you talk about a mask-like foundation. This is the maskiest. When I was an old person for Halloween, this is the foundation I used. Okay, this is a dampened Eco Tool sponge. Again, I'm very aware this is too light for me. This is just the only shade I have of it. And I'm also like probably one of my tannists. I'm gonna try to. It blends okay. It's a little splotchy. And it's got really, really high coverage. I mean, you can't see my face under that. You see right there how it won't blend out? Okay, come on. Come on, blend. Blend, God, blend. I'm going to try to blend it down my neck a little bit so it doesn't look quite so ridiculous. It blends okay. It just, oh my gosh. I don't think my camera's going to pick this up. Like in person, do you see how gross that looks on my forehead?
Isn't that sexy?
No. And again, too light, but it's just too thick and gross. And don't worry, we have a bronzer, guys. We have a bronzer to really help just bring this whole look together. Alright. This is how I use this sponge almost every day to apply my makeup, guys. So again, I'm really not trying to make it look bad. What's up here? Thank you, Benefit There Real. What are you doing all the way up there, guy? Why? Isn't that cute, guys? Real cute. Real cute. Alright. I got my mascara up on my brow bone. So that's a really sexy look. It's just gonna help blend that eyeshadow even more. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Okay. See these orange brows? So pretty. Alright. So, too light, but even still, too thick and nasty. And y'all saw, I really don't feel like I put that much on here. Do not like this primer. Right, using foundation. Next, I'm going to use a concealer. This is the CoverGirl TruBlend Fix Stick in the shade L1234, which is also too light. Do y'all see the way it pulls on my skin? It is so thick and drying. It gives okay coverage. See, it was right there. I mean, it doesn't give the best coverage. It gives okay coverage. No, it's just too thick and gross. I didn't grab an under eye setting powder, y'all. Here. I'll take cream from this palette. Because I usually use a cream shade. Like, I'm not just plugged in. I'm going to take cream from this palette. It does not want to blend at all. And you see, it really didn't cover that much up, honestly. A lot of people bought those in like deeper shades to contour with. But it's such a dry formula that it's, oh my gosh, this foundation looks so gross. Can y'all like see how thick and goopy it is? Oh my gosh, and it's all gone right here. It blended away. Oops, come on back. What happened to you? Yeah. It's totally off of this side of my face now. From sitting here. So that's nice. I feel so pretty right now. I'm going to use this powder. It's the Bare Minerals Matte. And really, this is my fault. I got the wrong shade. This is in Golden Medium. I don't know who in the world ever thought I could be Golden Medium. I'm a cool tone light gal. Like, even now, I would say I'm light medium. And this just, okay, I'm taking this on a Luxie Beauty brush, which is my thinnest brush, so hopefully it'll look okay. It just doesn't blend. Do you see, like, you can still see the line that I put it on. So not only is it the wrong shade, which is my fault, but it doesn't want to blend into my skin. Like, one day I used this one again, because I'm tanner than I normally am. So I was thinking, well, I can try to use this now and get some use out of it, because it's just not really the right shade for me. And John was like, Becky, why do you have yellowish lines on your face? It just, this brush is helping it a lot, honestly, but it just doesn't want to blend. Like, you can see, oh, that's where you put foundation, that's where you put it. You can easily see where I applied it, which is not really a very cute look, honestly. And I'm not applying that much. Like, I got some in the thing. I'm barely pushing it. I'm tapping it off, doing what they say, tapping it off. It's not like, oh, Becky, you're just putting way too much on. You see how blotchy it looks? I mean, I guess it's more my skin tone. Aren't I pretty? I feel fabulous. Okay. So So that's my face. Beautiful. Now I'm going to put on a bronzer / contour. I kind of just do all in one. I'm going to take this EcoTools, this is like the loose powder brush. I'm going to take this Mistura Beauty 6-in-1 Beauty Solution. I don't understand. This has got to be a bronzer, but it's so red. I'm going to put it down here. It's not. It's, oh gosh, oh gosh. Do you see that? Come on, blend. Come on, please blend. Please blend, please. Beautiful. Now I got a beard. That's exactly what I was hoping for, was a beard today. Sick day beard. Sexiest thing ever. And just work really hard to blend out this foundation, or this bronzer. See how muddy it looks and how little it wants to blend? And I use this as my bronzer brush every day. Again, I'm really not like using bad tools. I don't have that many tools. And I know some people say they love a red toned bronzer, but like, my face also feels really tacky. It just doesn't want to blend in at all. Now I just have a line on my forehead. I don't have any more product on here, by the way. I'm just trying to cool. Now I'm going to take my Me brush. If you watch my tutorials or get ready with me's really, I'll link that whole playlist down below. You know, these are the brushes I always use. I'm afraid I'm going to run out of time, y'all. I'm really tapping off. That doesn't look bad as a contour, actually. That kind of works as a contour. Okay. That's not the worst contour ever. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, guy. I don't just want to like a dot. Do you see that dot? Hey. Hey. Can we blend a little bit? Still there. This one applied really nicely. This one's a dot. Cool. Dot phase line head. Sounds like I'm being racially inappropriate. I'm not. I don't think that's a thing. I'm going to take my Lexi Beauty blush brush, and it is a little stained, so I'm wiping it off on my washcloth, just so you can see there's nothing on here. Because I don't want you to think I'm just putting more pigment that's already on the brush. I'm going to take the Sleek Beauty Makeup blush in the shade Rose Gold. This used to be everyone's like favorite. It's too, in my personal, like for my makeup preferences, it's just too metallic. Okay. I'm just barely tapped in. Okay, that doesn't look too bad, y'all. Does it in person? No. I think I need a little more. That doesn't look bad at all. See, that's what I said. Like, some of these products I haven't used in a while. It's a little glowy. In person, it kind of just looks like I have gold on my skin. You can't really see the pink. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. Yeah. Like, it's very golden, but it's not very pink. I personally just like a matte blush, but if you like a luminous one, it's not quite as, I remember it being like disco ball. It is really highlighting, but I don't love it, but it's not as horrible as I remember. I'll give it that. So again, that's a Sleek blush in Rose Gold. Next, I'm going to do my highlight, and I'm going to do this. This is called an all-over face powder in Flawless Radiance by Bare Minerals. Y'all, do not put this all over your face. It's got straight up glitter in it. Like a lot of glitter. So I'm going to take it on my BH Cosmetics highlighting tapered brush and just go right here. I don't have a mirror. I lost my mirror. It's very golden and very glittery. I'm going to put it up here. But it's not the worst. If you like a very like va-va-voom highlight, you might like that. I'm going to put teensy bit of windows. Yeah. I just have a very golden luminous cheek right now. You can see that. And not a lot of color. So I can see how people would like both of those products, honestly. Next, we're going to put on my setting spray. This is the Supergoop SPF 50 setting spray. It's got a really nice mist. And it's SPF 50. It smells like straight up peppermint. Like I'm spraying toothpaste on the face. I don't like the scent of it. And I don't think it really helps with makeup lasting. And the last thing is the Marc Jacobs La Marc Liquid Lip in this shade, Yours to Try. This is a color thing. And this is an orangey nude. And look at how much it shows my lips. Like, you talk about butthole lips, which is, I hate that saying, but. You can see every single line I have in my lips. Which is it's true for a lot of liquid lipsticks. But if you're going to pay like 40 something, I think this is like $38. So this is my overall look. I will say that this blush and highlight, I could see people liking it. This looks super muddied. This looks okay. It just isn't blended super nice. And it just looks a little muddy to me as well. This is my look for today. Sick makeup. Again, I hope you realize I did really try hard. I put on makeup like I do every single day. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. And you enjoyed it. Like I said, I mean, these are products I don't like. If you have an idea of how I could maybe make these work for me, please let me know. If you want to see any other videos like this or something similar, I have a couple of ideas I might be throwing around of late. Then go ahead and let me know in the comments. But this is my face for today. I would give it a solid, I think without the lips, I would give it a C. With the lips, I fail it. Honestly, I hate this color. So, that's all I have for you. As always, I'd love to hear anything you'd like to see. Leave any questions, requests, suggestions, comments down below. I love hearing from y'all, and I always want to make videos you want to see. So let me know about that or anything else. And with that, I'll just see y'all real soon. Bye.